Hello everybody, welcome back to the Model Factory. So this is our under the magnifying glass video of the engine that comes in the Revell Foose Edition Ford FD 100 pickup. This is the Roush engine that was in the 1.1 version of this car, and so we detailed this engine up as close to we could as what that 1.1 engine would look like from pictures that we found online. This is a actually great engine straight out of the kit. We added, some wiring and plumbing and extra little things like that to it, but overall this is a beautiful kit that didn't take a whole lot of detailing up to make it look fantastic. It has some beautiful decals on the valve covers, and the air breather has the Roush logos on it. Looks really, really nice. So I'm just going to take you around the engine real quick, show you some of the detail that we did to it before we get this thing into the chassis and inside the body, and it covers up a little bit of the work that has been done. So we will start right here on the top, and there is those beautiful valve covers, the air cleaner, and those logos that are on there say Roush. Those decals just go in there so nice and so smooth. All of our detail parts that we have on here, so all of this wiring and plumbing that you see, those are all parts from ProTech Model Parts. They make some beautiful detail plumbing and wiring that you can do to your engines. And so we have the distributor kit with the spark plug wiring. We have the boots on the side to represent, the boots that go in where the spark plugs are. And then we also have the wiring looms. So here on the front of the valve cover, on the side of the valve cover, just have those on there. They're the ones that have little tabs that attach so that it will hold your spark plug wiring in place. We also have the wire that runs back here to the coil pack. So that's the complete distributor setup, and really like that. Really looks nice. I love these gray spark plug wires. Red ones, there's orange ones, blue ones. I've seen all kind of colors. I always seem to default back to these gray spark plug wires. I just love how they look. I feel they look nice and realistic and kind of subtle. They're not just like bam, popping out off the engine. I really like the gray look. Anyway, moving along, also we have the heater hoses. So they attach to the block, or right down here by the water pump. And then you've got one that you can't really see but is underneath the distributor wiring right there. And those route up here next to the valve cover, and then they come on back, and back here they will go through the firewall once this is in the engine bay. Normally, you see a lot of the heater hoses that kind of run out to the side, attached to the fender well, and then go back in. This is how they were in those 1.1 photos, so that's why I routed them through there. And it looks really nice, looks really clean. I think it will help make the engine bay look a little bit cleaner. If you look on the side of the carburetor right here, you can see that we have the fuel lines going. So we have a T-fitting, a couple of aluminum fuel lines running into the carburetor, and then we have a braided line which runs off of the T-fitting down around the front here, and then kind of wraps down around the side, and that would go to the fuel pump, and run the fuel lines through up that way. While we're on the front here, I did want to point out that what I like to do for my belt and pulley setup, so this is just the belt and pulley setup right out of the kit, but an easy way to dress them up and make it look a whole lot better is I like to paint the whole thing flat black first. So this gives you kind of that nice flat color that would represent the belts, and then I come back in and I paint each one of those pulleys. These are kind of done with like a gunmetal, mixed with the black, so they're not too gunmetal-y and a bit darker. And then what I do is I pick out the highlights of the bolt heads. I use a little bit of Molotov chrome pen on those. It's the 1mm, so it's the really tiny tip, and just kind of pick those out, and it just brightens them up a little bit. And I think it really helps the belt and pulley system, stand out and look really good on the front of the engine there. Coming around on this side, you can see that on the top of the valve cover here we have an oil breather. This is also a ProTech part, so this is an aluminum machined oil breather, and then it comes with the filament material that you need to put in there. I did it kind of a red color just to sort of match the Roush logos on top of everything here. I just kind of felt that it looked good like that. Coming around on the back, so you can see right here is where that coil pack is, or ignition coil is, and then if you look, I don't know if it's going to pick it up very well or not, but we do have a vacuum line that comes off the back of the carburetor here, and it runs down into this point of the valve cover on the passenger side. So it's black, so it might be kind of hard to pick it up, but it is there, so you can kind of see it running right through here. That is all of the wiring and plumbing that we have done on this. It's all just basically on the top there, since that's really the part of the engine that you're going to see when this is inside of the kit. But that's really it. I mean, it's just a little bit of detail, but it really dresses this engine up, really makes it look nice, and I cannot wait to get this thing inside of the engine, or inside of the engine bay, and get the model completed up and just see what it looks like in there. So let me know what you guys think. I did also, real quickly before we end, just wanted to show you guys what the bottom of this looks like. So we did the oil pan on both the block and the transmission in a gloss black, and you can see there is the little decal on there. It's the Bowler transmission. So yep, that's it, guys. That is the engine out of the Revell Foose FD Ford FD 100, and it's a beautiful engine. It's a beautiful kit. So again, let me know what you guys think, and I will get some more progress done on this kit and show you more details on it later. And like I always say, keep making those awesome videos, everybody. Keep the inspiration coming. Eat, sleep, styrene, and I'll see you all in the next one.